The liver breaks down carbohydrates, proteins, and fats from food into usable forms for energy, or stores them for later use. This ensures your body has the fuel it needs to function properly. It also acts as a filtration system, breaking down waste products, toxins, and medications, and removing harmful substances and drugs from the bloodstream. But when an abnormal amount of fat accumulates in liver cells, it can trigger inflammation and cellular damage. Non-alcoholic fatty liver disease is one of the most common liver disorders worldwide, and is often associated with conditions such as obesity, insulin resistance, and metabolic syndrome. This condition, if left unaddressed, can progress to severe complications such as liver inflammation, liver fibrosis, and even liver cancer in some cases. A 2020 study published in the Journal of Hepatology shows that about 23.3% of individuals with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease had liver fibrosis, with 5.4% having advanced fibrosis. If you have been diagnosed with fatty liver, you must stop consuming certain unhealthy foods and drinks, such as: Number 1. Alcohol. Alcohol is a direct toxin to liver cells. It triggers liver inflammation and scarring, disrupting the liver's ability to function properly. This can lead to the buildup of excess fat, worsening the fatty liver condition. But the damage doesn't stop there. Studies show even low to moderate alcohol intake can significantly increase the risk of advanced liver disease and even liver cancer in those with fatty liver. In fact, a 2018 study in the journal Hepatology found that just 2 drinks a day were associated with a 55% higher risk of cirrhosis, the advanced stage of liver scarring, in people with fatty liver. Binge drinking, or consuming large amounts of alcohol in a short period, is even worse. It can rapidly trigger alcoholic fatty liver disease, the first stage of alcohol-related liver damage. One study shows that people who binge drank regularly were 6 times more likely to develop alcoholic fatty liver disease than non-drinkers. The good news is that quitting alcohol can be a powerful tool for healing. Studies show that abstinence for months or even years can significantly reverse the damage caused by fatty liver disease. A 2021 study in the Journal of Hepatology found that after 1 year of abstinence, people with alcoholic fatty liver disease saw a 30% reduction in liver fat and significant improvement in liver function. The World Health Organization recommends no more than 1 standard drink per day for women and 2 drinks per day for men. But if you already have a fatty liver or any other liver condition, choosing not to drink alcohol at all is the safest option. Number 2. Added sugars. Added sugars in many processed foods and drinks can cause fatty liver disease and make its symptoms worse. They're like empty calories, offering no nutritional value but weighing heavily on your liver. One very common kind of added sugar is fructose. Overconsumption of fructose has been linked to various health issues, including insulin resistance, inflammation, faster aging of the skin and internal organs, higher uric acid levels, high blood pressure, and high triglyceride levels in the bloodstream and the liver. A 2015 study shows that individuals consuming 25% or more of their daily calories from added sugars had a twice higher risk of developing non-alcoholic fatty liver disease compared to those consuming 10% or less. The World Health Organization recommends limiting added sugar intake to less than 10% of daily calories for optimal health, including liver protection. And if you have fatty liver, then you might need to lower your sugar and added sugar intake even further. Avoid all unhealthy sugary foods like candy, cookies, sodas, and processed snacks, and embrace whole foods like fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. Number 3. Fried foods. Fried foods, including deep-fried chicken, French fries, fried fish, and donuts, are notoriously high in saturated and trans fats, which are major contributors to fat accumulation in the liver. In fact, a 2010 study shows that individuals with higher intakes of saturated fat had a 30% increased risk of developing non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Moreover, many fried foods are paired with refined carbs, like French fries or battered fish. These carbs can cause dramatic spikes in your blood sugar and insulin levels, promoting fat storage around your liver and abdomen. Fried foods are often heated at high temperatures, generating harmful free radicals that can contribute to oxidative stress in the liver and throughout your body. This oxidative stress can damage liver cells and worsen liver inflammation, potentially accelerating the progression of fatty liver disease. Plus, they are often high in salts too much of which can lead to fluid retention, putting extra pressure on your liver and potentially hindering its function. In fact, a 2019 study reported that individuals with fatty liver who consume more than 5.8 grams of salts per day had a 2.3-fold higher risk of liver inflammation. By limiting processed foods and embracing fresh ingredients, you can cut the hidden sodium and unhealthy fats from your diet. Avoid deep frying your foods and use healthier cooking methods like grilling, baking, or steaming. Number 4. Refined carbs. According to a large-scale study conducted by the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey, during the period 2017-2018, over 70% of Americans regularly consume refined carbohydrates like white bread, white rice, sugary cereals, and processed snacks. And according to the American Liver Foundation, about 25 to 30% of Americans have some degree of fatty liver disease, and this number is expected to rise as refined carb consumption increases. Similar to sugars, refined carbohydrates raise blood sugar and insulin levels rapidly. Unlike complex carbs found in whole grains and fruits, refined carbs lack fiber and are rapidly digested, causing blood sugar and insulin levels to spike by up to 200%. Moreover, high insulin levels triggered by refined carbs act as a signal to your body to store excess energy as fat, and the liver often becomes a prime dumping ground. The rapid breakdown of refined carbs generates certain harmful byproducts that can trigger inflammation in the liver. This inflammatory response can damage liver cells and worsen existing fatty liver, potentially accelerating its progression. In fact, a 2018 study showed that a diet rich in refined carbs contributed to increased inflammatory markers in the liver by 56% compared to a low-refined carb diet. So if you have a fatty liver, you must stop eating things made from refined carbs including white bread, pastries, white rice, pasta, sugary breakfast cereals, crackers, and cookies. Number 5. Vegetable oils. While vegetable oils are often seen as a healthier alternative to saturated fats, some types can negatively impact your liver health, potentially contributing to fatty liver disease or worsening its symptoms. Many common vegetable oils like corn oil, soybean oil, sunflower oil, and canola oil are high in omega-6 fatty acids. While omega-6s are essential in moderation, having more omega-6s and fewer omega-3s can trigger inflammation in the liver and cause fatty liver disease. Moreover, certain processing methods like high heat and chemical refining can chemically degrade vegetable oils and generate harmful byproducts like free radicals and trans fats. These can further contribute to oxidative stress and inflammation in the liver, potentially accelerating fatty liver progression. In fact, a 2020 study shows that repeatedly consuming thermally oxidized vegetable oil led to a 35% increase in liver fat accumulation compared to fresh oil. So it's best to avoid vegetable oils and foods cooked in vegetable oils. Opt for unprocessed and more natural kinds of oils like olive oil or avocado oil. Number 6. Red or processed meat. Red meat is naturally high in saturated fat, and processed meats often contain high amounts of saturated fat to make up for their texture and stability. A 2019 study shows that individuals consuming the highest amount of red meat, more than 34 grams per day, had a 54% increased risk of developing non-alcoholic fatty liver disease as compared to those with the lowest intake. Processed meats often contain nitrates and nitrites for preservation and color enhancement. These additives can break down into N-nitroso compounds in the body, some of which are potentially carcinogenic. In fact, the World Health Organization classifies processed meats as carcinogenic to humans due to the presence of various compounds formed during processing and cooking. These include N-nitroso compounds, heterocyclic amines, and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, which can damage DNA and increase the risk of various cancers, including liver cancer. So it's best to avoid or limit your intake of sausages, bacon, ham, and deli meats. Opt for healthier protein sources like fish, legumes, nuts, and seeds to fulfill your body's protein needs. And if you do choose to consume red meat, select lean cuts and remove visible fat before cooking. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel to support